There I was, standing maybe 50 feet away from a hog pen in front of a green Pontiac Catalina, 1972, I think. If memory serves me well, I was standing right there with my Uncle David, a strong man. The only man one of the few, if any, that I've ever known that was stronger than my own dad, his brother. And he was a hog farmer, strong man. He had followed in the footsteps of many in his own family when it came to alcohol, and he was held in bondage by it. It didn't affect his work ethic. He was a hard worker at work. He was known to be the strongest, hardest working man of anybody in the plant there at the NIPCO in Stuart Strat, Virginia. And I had not long before that encounter been to Bible Institute in New York. I was one of the first in my family to go to college, and certainly one of the first, to the glory of God, to go to Bible college to prepare for the gospel ministry, to not be a dumb dog preacher, if you would, an ignorant preacher, ignorant of the scripture. But I went there and attempted to learn things like the books of the Bible and some of the main themes, and learn a bit about properly preaching and teaching the Bible, both the young and old alike. They're beginning to learn. It's a lifelong learning lesson. I was witnessing to David. I was sharing my faith in Jesus Christ with him, and one time before or after, I'd also put a gospel CD that he could listen to in a radio. I'd put that in his hand, and he'd promise me to listen to it. As I sit there witnessing to him, my Uncle David began to cry. This strong, burly man, who at one time, even at that current time, he was the strongest man I knew. He began to weep. And the reason he was weeping as I spoke to him about Christ is he had, if I remember correctly, been out with some of his friends that he had been working on a job with, and they, after work, I believe, if I got the story right,